2016 may have been one of the most action-packed years ever. It started off rough when I sliced my thumb and severed a nerve. I had to have surgery to reconnect the nerves, but I still can't feel anything in that finger. I did get some great pain meds though, and that was kind of fun. During all of that, my company moved out of the circa 1950s office into a nice new modern building on Lake Union, and I ended up with a great view from my desk. I found a mug that Lauren painted for me when she was little. I love these kind of discoveries. Played shuffleboard in our new office and ate some really great cake, and then watched the Seahawks with the Davises, where we got to watch Gunkel have pies thrown into his face by Nicholas's new toy. Then we made a video spoofing Facebook Friends Day for Darth Vader, hoping it would go viral. It got 15 views on YouTube. I saw a rainbow over Lake Union, and then Jenny taught us how to laugh without getting face wrinkles. We took Naughty Dog for a sail to Ivers, then had a visit from Pam and Paul. They are Griffin's parents. They took us to dinner at Tokyo Steakhouse. Yum! We decided to move Naughty Dog from Lake Washington out to Puget Sound, which meant longer drives to get to the boat, but puts us one step closer towards our big cruise. Someone parked way too close to me in my work garage and made me wish I hadn't eaten that huge hamburger for lunch. Then we took an early morning limo and flew to Puerto Vallarta for a week with the Davises. We drank a lot of Corona. When we got back from Mexico, we went on an overnight sailing trip with our cruising club and had a Mexican party on the dock in Eagle Harbor and drank a lot of Corona. We decided we liked this sailing thing so much that it was time to start searching for a bigger boat. We went to the boat show and spent a lot of time searching online. We played trivia at Forelli's and met Mike and Stephanie, who became our trivia buddies. Then I sold a bunch of stuff on Craigslist, and Linda discovered KonMari, a process for eliminating clutter in your life. I flew to Utah and got to spend a lot of time with Griffin and Lauren and see where they live. They took me to a nickel arcade, and then I watched Lauren graduate from college.
Lauren Laker.
I have amazing kids. When I got back home, Linda took me to Tokyo Steakhouse, and we noticed that people would rather text than spend time with each other. But the food was yum. I went to a Mariners game with Scott King and enjoyed catching up with him. The next day at lunch, some of the ingredients fell out of my taco, and I rediscovered leftover tostadas. I reminded Lauren about those with a photo and then went to dinner at Melrose with our awesome neighbors. Yum. We sailed up to Kingston and spent a night, then sold more stuff on Craigslist. Linda KonMari'd more things, and we sailed to Port Madison and spent a night there. We continued looking for a bigger boat, spending hours every day searching the listings. We took our trivia buddies sailing on the Naughty Dog. And then Linda gave me a newer GoPro for my birthday, and I started shooting everything and filling my hard drive up with hours of footage, including this sail to Blakely Harbor, where we had breakfast with our cruising club on the rocks at low tide. Driving into work the next week, I called into a radio show winning tickets to Vegas, and that night we ate at Tokyo Steakhouse. Yum. Lauren, Griffin, Brianna, and Cassis came for a visit. We bought tackle and went fishing, and everyone caught something, which Cassis later cleaned and cooked for us. We went to the arcade and won a ton of prize tickets, and then went to Costco and bought a ton of food. Linda's parents, Roger and Rose, came to town, and a family of raccoons came down to greet them. This one even climbed over the fence. Then we all took an early morning limo ride and went on a cruise to Alaska, where we gorged ourselves on food and took in breathtaking views of glaciers and wilderness through our cabin windows every day. We celebrated Linda's 50th birthday on board with a fabulous dinner, which was yum. Then we gave her presents and made her cry. Alexandra and Julian arrived in town, and we took them to Buffalo Wild Wings, went sailing and hiking around Mount Rainier, where I shot this cool time lapse and saw a Mariners game. Then we introduced Julian to Tokyo Steakhouse. Yum. Linda's aunt and uncle Carol and Alan arrived in town, and we had a full-fledged Aussie invasion in effect. We sent Linda and the girls shopping, and the guys set up a surprise 50th birthday party for Linda with the invaluable help of Katrina and Kelly. The theme was nautical, and everyone dressed the part. Mike Park took awesome photos for us. The girls returned home from shopping, and a pile of people dressed in boat attire on the stairs scared the hell out of her when she opened the door. We ate catered barbecue, had more youthful laughing lessons from Jenny, and partied for hours, ending the night with a retro disco. Linda loves old music. The next day was the 4th of July, and because we don't do anything small, we had a neighborhood party in our driveway with a ton of barbecue and an arsenal of fireworks. The illegal kind. We lit up the sky and showed Aussies how destructive and noisy Americans can be. That's okay though, because it's the sound of freedom. We celebrated Alexandra and Roger's birthday with an amazing dinner at Melrose. That was yum. Linda and I celebrated 16 years of marriage. Then crab season opened and we baited and soaked our first pots. I struggled to remove our catch from the cages, and then Kelly showed me how to clean and cook them. I'm now a salty crab fisherman. We took Sam and Troy sailing to Paulsbo on the Naughty Dog, and Sam worked the ropes like a pro. Then we hopped on a plane the next morning for our trip to Vegas that I won on the radio. While we were there, we partied with the cast of the morning show. Linda tried her hand at golf, got carried away by these shirtless, muscular guys. Then I won $100 playing craps. Linda laughed at me and won $1,800 on a slot machine. We came home and sold more stuff on Craigslist, looked at more boats, and then I bought a drone to allow me to add aerial shots to my videos. We packed up everything on the Naughty Dog and cleaned her up and listed her for sale. She's still available if anyone's interested. I searched for Stupakus. I found Stupakus. I taunted my Facebook friends with a mystery countdown and then revealed our next boat. We sailed it down the Hood Canal to Pleasant Harbor, where I got some amazing drone footage. We took Katrina and Kelly for a sail on the new boat, had friends and my parents over for dinner parties, and have slept on board more than 30 nights since getting her. Our house is feeling pretty neglected. We went to a baseball game with our trivia buddies, then spent a weekend in Vancouver with Andrew and Maria, where we ate great food and partied every night. Andrew almost bought a Tesla, and the girls discovered aromatherapy. Lauren and I hopped on a plane and flew to Hawaii, where we got to spend time with Brianne Cassis and his mother Aieli, flying drones, snorkeling, driving all over the island, and eating a ton of food. It was all very yum. Then we watched Brienne and Cassius graduate from college.
From California, Brienne Renee Powell, cum laude. From Ghana, Augustine Cassis Obeng Boateng.
I have amazing kids. On the plane ride home, Lauren showed me how to make a great snack. When I got back, we had a huge surprise party to celebrate my dad's 70th birthday. Everyone participated in making a fun video for him and tried to revive chicken spuds. Then we surprised both of my parents for their 50th wedding anniversary with a delicious dinner out. That was yum. We had a great Thanksgiving with the Davises, then celebrated Maria's birthday. After that, we ate dinner with our trivia buddies at Tokyo Steakhouse. Yum. I became a grandpa with the birth of my first grandchild, Michael. There are now 5 generations alive in my line. We watched the Seahawks with Sam and all our friends to celebrate her birthday, and then Annabelle and Colin showed up from Australia to spend a month with us. We introduced Colin to Tokyo Steakhouse. Yum. Then they embarked on a whirlwind trip around the West Coast. When they got back, we took off on a road trip to Sun River, Oregon, where we enjoyed a white Christmas, an incredible holiday dinner buffet, snowball fights, and home-cooked meals in our condo. We also made a video spoofing the mannequin challenge. After returning, we had a big family gathering at our place so everyone could see Colin and Annabelle. And then we finished 2016 with a big party at our house the next day. Illegal fireworks were involved. I guess you could say we did a lot this year, and you'd probably be right. But the cool thing is there's a lot to look forward to in 2017. Happy New Year, everyone.